Good evening, everyone. Happy Friday Eve. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the preview of the Carlton versus St Kilda game this Saturday night, 2nd of May, 7:30 at Marvel Stadium, a Carlton home game. So it's a St Kilda away game, which means my wife and I can't get in with our membership. If we do wish to go, we'll have to buy tickets. Okay, before I talk about previewing this game, let me take this opportunity to introduce you our academic training school that we do at the start of every, I do at the start of every recording. It's called the Roki School of Excellence. It's an academic tutoring school founded by my wife and I, where group and individual classes are offered for years 5 to 12 mathematics across all year levels, except specialist maths, as well as jazz drumming, South Indian classical drums, and octopad, which is an electronic percussion instrument. So if you have a child or if you don't have any loved one or friends who might be interested, kindly ask them to contact us and we'll be happy to assist them with the enrollments. Enrollments is open throughout the year. My wife looks after the admin and enrollment side of things, whilst I look after the teaching syllabus and fee side of things. So jump on board if you know of anyone who might be interested. Okay, what a game this is going to be on Saturday night. Against a team who are struggling below us, and we're expected to deliver again, which is great. Okay, last week we put the foot down against West Coast and showed them how far behind they are of teams middle to top of the ladder. Yes, they had 1-2 games prior to meeting us last week, and last year at this time, year on year, they hadn't won a game. But we know that they slightly improved a bit, but they're still miles behind the pace. So it was great to put a team to that level at the Sword, to the Sword at that level, I should say. And yeah, this game has a lot of riding on it, guys. Absolute riding on it for the right reasons, or for all the reasons, I should say. We've first time in a long time St Kilda have grabbed players from Carlton. Before it was Jack Carroll, Liam Stocker, Paddy Dow, and now we add to that TDK and Jack Silvagni, especially the former one brought across in dramatic fashion. A lot of talks about him entertaining big money. He's not going to stay at Carlton, and he's going to play for us against his old mob, who are having the home game at Marvel. So it's going to be packed full of a lot of Carlton supporters because it's their home game. So it's all about how well we keep calm and measured for the occasion, which I'm sure we will, and playing to our strengths that can cause Carlton a lot of stress and anxiety. Remember one thing, this is a team who have been down on confidence, losing games after leading in the first half, fading out, choking, capitulation. They're just not playing for Michael Voss. They're playing. And it's not just a team we're playing who are struggling. We're playing against a team whose coach's job is on the line, who's under heavy scrutiny. We don't even know if Michael Voss will survive till the bye, as promised by Graham Wright on the board. We hope so. We just don't know, at least for Michael Voss's sake. So it's a lot of riding on this game. And before I bring about my points, let me take this opportunity for you to share the teams for this week. Okay? So I'll just do that. So as you can see here, guys, very good lineup. Unfortunately, Liam Ryan, though he looked okay, they're not risking him because of the injury he got to the corky, and with Hunter Clark is out. I think he got copped a little bit of a knock. So, but as Rossline says, every time a player's out, it brings an opportunity for someone else to come in. And they happen to be Liam Stock and Liam Hendry. So 2 Liams are in for 1 Liam out and Hunter out. Great ins. Liam Stocker, as I've been saying in my videos, always provides an X factor and grunt to the ground. And Liam Hendry provides that X factor and speed. So he's like Liam Ryan, has very good pace and has a very good user of the ball. Very selfless use. And I can't wait to see how he goes in his first game in a while. Look at our backline. Glad that Dougal Howard has stayed, maintained his spot. We will need him against a Harry Mackay. A very strong backline. So you got Caminiti at the back, Wilkie, Silvagni. Stiff that through still emergency, but good to have Dougal Howard to strengthen that height. Jack Carroll, Hill, and Wangarin Malera. He's been going alright, this young lad, Jack Carroll. He's been using the ball very well, quietly going about his thing, so can't wait for him to maintain that against his old side this week. Good midfield, TDK leading in the ruck, supported by Flanders, Sinks, Wilson, Hall, and Windy. So that's really, really good. And you might get Naz bobbing up in the midfield from time to time, so watch that space. A good half-forward line, good height. I mean, Filippo and Marshall strengthen that height. Understandable why King is not in the side yet because he got through 50% of VFL, so he's going to be another week or two of VFL before he's called into the ones. Cooper Sharman kicked 2 last week. Mason Wood played his part well, and Filippo. And they're helped by small forwards like the Dan Butlers, Jack Higgins, and Liam Henry. And don't forget, Hugo Garcia had his best game in his life last week. Was the saner of the round, and can't wait for him to produce similar numbers against Carlton. So it's a very, very strong team on paper. Stiff on Liam Ryan and Hunter Clark, but it's opened the doors for Stocker and Henry. Both, especially Liam Stocker, an absolute heart and soul player at the club, really gives it his all. And yeah, it's a massive game, guys. We cannot be taking this lightly because what can happen is, if we do, it can go against us. So we have to turn on from the start. And if we can eclipse our performance last few weeks and not switching off, we'll win this game comfortably, okay? Start well. We're known to be very good starters, so no excuses, okay? Absolutely no excuses at all right? So that's the thing to notice. So that's the teams, okay? So I'll just share that out. Okay. Now to my preview points of this game, okay? My preview points of this game are number 1. It's a game that has a lot of riding for the right reasons, as I said before. Why do I say that? Because, again, for those who don't know, it's the first game that we're playing Carlton where we have poached a lot of their players. We've poached a lot of their players, and namely the most recent ones, Jack Silvagni and Tom De Koning, in very dramatic fashion. In big money, there's a lot of talk on that, and Carlton supporters will be out to try and make our team feel nervous. And of course, I think our guys are feeling very mature now in terms of being able to cope with this. Yes, the occasion may have got to them in opening round against Collingwood, but I think they'll do a good job being at Marvel Stadium to handle this a bit better. Okay? So to that extent, I'm not really worried how they go about managing with this. Okay? So it's all over to them. Marvel Stadium, they know the ground. I think they'll do a good job in managing. So if they could really pull through that, that'll be really, really good. Okay? We got to be switching on from the start. Can't take this game lightly because Carlton though they've only won one game and they've been struggling, their last few weeks have not been too bad. They were close to drawing to Collingwood. They were pretty competitive against a strong Fremantle outfit, lost by 14 points without Harry Mackay. So the psychology goes every time a team is losing narrowly the last few weeks, they're closer to their next win. So they'll be looking at this game with like, hang on, Saints have been alright, but no reason why we can't get them here. So we've got to be up for it and turn up from the start of the game. Okay? So a lot of riding, boys have to show up from the start. Number 2, which ties in with my number 1 point, boys need to remain calm under an atmosphere packed with Carlton supporters as it's their home game. They're quite a vocal lot. They're like the Pie supporters. It's one of the biggest clubs in AFL. Their supporters are quite loud and can be pretty ruthless in what they say and how they go about it. Nothing wrong. We just got to remain calm and show that we've matured as a team to handle this, okay? Number 3, if we replicate our starts similar to last few weeks and sustain it, I'm telling you, it will be a comfortable victory. When I say comfortable, we're talking about 5-6 goals or plus. We just have to turn the accelerator on again. Jack Higgins, if he plays anywhere near last week, we've got this. Filippo was terrific. Goes through the guts. Plays a bit of half forward. Hits the scoreboard. We do some of the good work we did last week. No reason why not. Okay? That's that one. Number 4, it's an opportunity to capitalise on Carlton's second half fade-outs if they have a half-time lead. If, guys, they lead. If and only if they lead, it's an opportunity for us to really get on the front foot in the second half or premiership quarters and hit the scoreboard and make them feel drained out. And number 5, why I'm feeling confident in this game is because, yes, this game has a lot of riding. Yes, we can't take it lightly, but keep in mind, we are playing a team whose coach has been under scrutiny for such a long time, Michael Voss. It's not an unfamiliar territory for them. It's a very unfortunate territory to be for them, unfortunately, especially for the coach. So it's not new. It's unfortunate. So they're coming in shot with confidence. Down on confidence, looking to make amends. We're coming into this game with confidence from last few weeks. I know we had a narrow loss to Adelaide, but before that we beat Port. We thumped West Coast. We are coming to this in confidence. And it was just last week we played in Marvel on Sunday. So back-to-back games at Marvel. Whereas in Carlton are flying down from interstate, defeated. it's a lot of a difference in mindset approaching these games by the two oppositions. So we just got to take it up to them, and realistically, we should be winning this game by a few goals. I'm not expecting a thrash. If we do, it's a bonus because, we tend to slow them down. But get on the front foot early. Harry Mackay's back, as you saw in that lineup. So glad Dougal Howard has kept his spot because he's probably the obvious matchup for Mackay with the height. They've still got some good players around Patrick Cripps, Sam Walsh and all, but we have the players who can match it up. Last time it was Jack Steele and Patrick Cripps, but now it's different. I think it's a Max Hall or Win Hager who'll go on him. So we have the players to really quell their influence. Remember one thing, even their key players have had pretty average games the last few weeks. So no doubt they'll be looking to turn this around. And a lot of our players are slowly going next level. So no excuses. Got to get it done. Okay. I'll leave it there, guys. That'll be the end of my preview. Comment your thoughts. Subscribe to the channel by hitting the subscribe button. If you know of any friends or families members who might be interested, please forward this channel to them. I'll be more than happy for them to subscribe. Okay. My next video will be about a review of this game. Hopefully talking about a win on Saturday. And yeah, till then, guys, take care, stay safe. And as always, go you Saints. Thanks, guys.